Hi, this is PDF BurgZerg at BurgZerg.com, and today I'm going to be unboxing my iMac i7 quad core processor. It's the basic version you get on the website. The only upgrade I got was to go with the 2.93 gigahertz processor, and of course with Turbo Boost they can go up to 3.6 gigahertz. As far as adding like a solid state drive, I just figured it was a little bit pricey. I think it was about $600 to upgrade to a 256 solid state drive, and well, it would be nice to have. I didn't feel like spending $600 on it. And memory, it'll hold up to 16 gigs of RAM, or yeah, 16 gigs of memory. But I'm just going to go with the 4 gigs for now and shop around to see what memory deals they have out there and really what's the best option. So let's go ahead and open this up. I've got my little Swiss Army knife. And we'll just cut through the tape. I'm just going to put this on the floor to open it up. Now I do want to wall mount this right here, but that'll be a little bit later on. I want to actually get it out and play around with it a bit, and then maybe come back and review it. So we start off, we got the accessories package. Is this sealed in any way? Nope, it's just slide open. So inside of here we have the mini keyboard. It's similar to the one I'm using for my main system right now. And what else do we got in here? We got the documentation, the restore CDs or DVDs in case you want to restore stuff. Underneath we have a cleaning cloth for cleaning the screen. And we also have the Magic Mouse. Now, to be honest, I've really never used it, so I have no idea how good it is. I like the weight and the feel of it. Does it come with batteries? Excuse me, sorry. Yes, it does come with batteries already in it. I'll try it out. I've always used a 2-button mouse with a scroll wheel, so it won't hurt to try it out. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I do like the weight and the feel of it. I'm just not sure if I can get used to not having the buttons the way how I'm used to having them. So I'm just going to put that up there. I believe the keyboard would probably come with batteries since the mouse did. And it looks like they're in there. And they are. And they're the same Energizer ones as well. They look like the rechargeable ones. It doesn't say on it, but it might be worth looking into. If they are rechargeable, great. And let me just get this done up again. Now I did debate on getting a corded keyboard, simply because I'll be having 3 Macs in this room now, and you can sync them up to each other, or just pair them with each other, so you don't have to worry about this keyboard interfering with the one over there. But I don't know, I like the full keyboard for a lot of the stuff I do. I do have one fork keyboard that I can just swap around for when I need it, though. There's some documentation on fingertips. I'll probably have to read that because there's gestures you can do with the mouse, and I'm not familiar with them. So I'll be reading that. We have some styrofoam. We've got that brand new fresh gadget smell. Well, looks like we have our power cable. Looks like I have to wait to get that out. It's wrapped underneath, but that's okay. Here's the actual iMac. With tons of plastic on it. And let me get the power cable. And there we go, your typical power cable, same as with the other iMac. I'll move this stuff out of the way. And I'm actually going to plug this in first. So I'm going to undo it. I'll feed it through behind, and I've already got a spot to plug it in. Alright, that's plugged in. Let's go ahead and start pulling off the condom. So it's just a little bit of adhesive at the back. Tilt and swivel is pretty easy, but like I said, I do want to put it on the wall, just to make more desk area. Now, I guess some people might be wondering why I actually went ahead and got a new iMac. I had been saying that I was going to wait for the new ones to come out. Now, they're not scheduled to come out till fall. Well, we actually don't really know when they're scheduled to come out, but historically they seem to come out around fall. And for the people that watch the live stream, when I first come downstairs to try to get some work done, my main monitor, which is this one here, it's a 28-inch Hans G monitor. It can take me over 5 minutes to get the thing to stay on. The problem is when I first turn it on, it turns off. Well, it'll stay on for a few seconds, maybe 10, and then it turns itself off, and then I've got to turn it back on, and I end up fighting with it for a while. Once it's on, it stays on. It's just that initial 5 minutes. I actually had one day where it took, it must have been about 15 minutes, and it finally stayed on. I was like, great, I can start doing stuff. Then it turned back off, and I was just like, oh, screw this. So I went out and bought an HD TV. That was about probably close to a month ago. That was the Samsung, I can't really remember the model name. It was a really nice TV. I loved it. It was a 32-inch TV. Had, just way more options than I would need. I was showing the people in the live stream when I opened it. I didn't do a video for it. The next day I came downstairs, turned it on, went to use it, and I'd realized that if you had a white screen, so when I had Mono Develop open, down in the corner you could see like a little piece of tape down there, and it looked like it was tape on the screen, but when I went to scratch it off, there was nothing there. And doing a little research, I found out that there's actually metal tape on the back of the display, and if it's left on for long periods of time, it can actually, I guess, the glue seep through to the display. And the model that I had bought was actually the floor model, so I just brought it back. Anyway, I was going to end up going out, and I don't want to lose any quality that I have with this monitor, and I really didn't want to lose any size either. So to replace this monitor, it's going to cost me pretty close to $1,000 anyway. So I figured I might as well, I've been wanting a new desktop. I might as well just go out, spend a bit more, and actually get a whole new computer with it. Now come fall, I'm sure I'll be kicking myself saying, oh, why did I just wait? But I'm really not that worried about it. Macs do tend to hold their value quite well. And I'm not really predicting a huge upgrade. And since I do want to get a second display for it later on, I'll probably end up picking up the new 27-inch Mac Cinema display. But that's still a ways off. For now, I'm just going to be using this. And it's pretty fast. Like right now, I'm working on my laptop, which is a Core 2 Duo 2.4 gigahertz. And upgrading to a 2.93 gigahertz i7 should give me quite a speed boost. I looked at Geekbench scores for it, and it's pretty fast. What really sold me on it though was the display. It's a 27-inch display, and to get the 25, let's get this off. It's a 27-inch display, but to get that resolution that it comes with, the 2560 by 1440, that's just phenomenal. It just blew me away now. I do have really good lighting down here for when I'm sitting in front of the screen, so I'm really not worried about the glossiness. I've had other glossy devices here, and if I have the webcam or something set up from the side looking at it, there's a glare. But when you're sitting directly in front of it, I've never noticed a glare, at least very seldomly. Maybe if I'm wearing like a white t-shirt and I have like a lot of other monitors on, there's a lot of harsh lighting. But with just the lights overhead, I've never had a problem. And it sounds like my son has lost interest in his movie, so he may be coming down for a visit. Hopefully I can get this all plugged in and started up. Now I'm not going to hook any devices up to it yet. I just want to actually make sure it starts. And tell you what my initial feeling is about it. So there we go. It does seem to sit a little low for my taste. I would like it up a bit more. That's one of the gripes I have about this one here. It sits a little low. Sure, I could get a stand or something to put it on. Once I wall mount it, I can put it up a few more inches. It'll be perfect. So we'll just boot it up. I guess we'll get the keyboard and mouse ready. Now I do want to switch everything over to use one keyboard and mouse. It may be a while before I do that. And it sounds like my son has found me. I can hear the door upstairs open. The poor boy was running around looking for me upstairs. He realized I was gone. So it's telling me to flip a little switch here. And I've done that. I guess while I'm waiting, we'll use the English settings. Wow. It's just so big of a monitor. Sound is actually, well, I'll wait till it's done playing. It's a little loud. No, it's not played with the mice. As a keyboard, connect your computer. Connect your keyboard now. If you're using an Apple wireless keyboard, make sure the batteries are connected, blah, blah, blah. Unable to find keyboard, searching. I don't think there was a, oh, yeah, that's right. We had to push the button on the side here. No. And my son's going mouse crazy. Alright, so it's found my keyboard. I'm probably going to have to increase the movement for my mouse as I move it around, as moving from side to side on my screen. I have to move probably about a foot in an arc. Eventually I do want to try out one of those little, what do they call it, the magic trackpad. I was playing around with one in the store, and they do seem fairly cool, but I don't know, 70 bucks for, to me, I look at it, I think of a big laptop pad. It might be worth it. I'll try it out. It says to connect a FireWire cable to another Mac. I'm not really worried about that just yet. I do know I am going to have to reformat because I do want a Windows partition on here. And my son's having fun with the phone. Restart your other Mac, blah, blah, blah. So I will have to put my password in. I'll just move in front of the screen just to make sure you can't see anything. Not really sure you can see anything, to be honest. But just in case, we'll hit continue. And my son's trying to pick the cat up. I apparently typed it wrong. Let me try it again. have recently gone through and changed all my passwords for everything, so I might actually have to go look this one up. And apparently that was the right one. So it's configuring. So if I want to connect to my other Mac to sync things up, it's giving me a code, which I guess you really can't see from the webcam, which is fine. So it's telling me to go through and set some stuff up. I'm really not that interested in it. I must have picked an option earlier to sync my Mac up. Ah, that's what it was. I was trying to download stuff from this computer, one of the settings from my laptop. I don't really want to do that. I just want to set this one up as a regular one. He wants some cookies, so I'm just going to quickly open some cookies for him. Alright, so here I am, join a network. Now, I don't see any burnt out pixels, but to be quite honest, I would know anyway because I do have to fill some information out. Okay. No, I don't. Because of all the stars. I'll switch it to a solid color after. Hopefully there's none. Alright. So I'm creating my account on my system. And of course it allows you to take a snapshot. So I'm going to tilt it just a bit so I have a better viewing angle. And to be quite honest, I can see all the stuff behind me. So let's go right about there. I don't really care about taking my snapshot. I'm really not that worried. And I am going to be reformatting, so again, still not that worried. But we'll take one just to test it. And we'll just hit continue. It's asking me for my time zone. So we do have a scroll gesture with the mouse. So it'll be kind of interesting to figure out exactly what gestures the mouse has. So it's booted up. I have all my standard icons down there. I'm going to go ahead and switch the background. And let's go with a solid color. We'll just start off something without a pattern. So let's come down to solid color. We'll just start off with a dark one. And I do not see any burnt out pixels. Oops, there's something over here. Apparently it was just a little fleck on the screen. And nothing. I'm going to switch it over to the white color. Some of the complaints I've seen was a yellowing of the display as it goes down. It's very minimal and not that obvious, but some people have noticed it. And I believe it's inherent in pretty much all IPS displays, from what I understand. I could be wrong. I didn't read that much up on it, what causes it. Just that some people see it. And I'm not noticing it, so I might have been lucky and I'm not subject to it. Let's go back to dark colors. Some people talk about bleeding. Unfortunately, it doesn't let me pick black instead of here. I'll have to make one after. But let's just stop that. And since my son's here, I'm just going to go ahead and call this one done. And thank you for watching me unbox it. I might do a little bit of a review later on if anyone's interested. If they have any questions on maybe a test or something they want performed. I can't wait to hurry up and get Unity and everything else installed on here. It should actually be quite a speed boost. Anyway, thanks for watching, and well, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.